Hi, so from today I'm going to start a new lecture series or video series on Python tips and tricks. So if you are familiar with Python programming language, then you probably know that Python is good. Yes, really good. However, a lot of us started with a different programming language such as C, C++, and eventually, later on, we picked up Python very easily, and usually we start to love Python coding. And because of mainly its ease of use and as well as many supportive features in various application domain, right? So Python is cool, really cool, but you have to be good at the Pythonic way of doing things to appreciate this. So if you are fancy with Python, you must know some distinct features and tricks, and you should use them effectively while you work for any project. So in every video I will share some of these tricks and practical example of the same. Okay, so today I'm starting with a very basic programming, that is the swapping between two variables in Pythonic way. Okay, so here you can see that this is a program that I have written, that is swap values between two variables. So I have declared two variables a and b, which are integer. So a equal to 7, b equal to 12 is declared. Then I printed them, and then what I am doing is that I am swapping them. Okay, swapping their values. So this is the Pythonic way of swapping, that a comma b equal to b comma a, right? So if I do that, then it is very simple in Python to swap this two variables, right? So if I do that, then after swapping I can print that again. Okay, so this is called Pythonic way of swapping, where you don't need any third variables, right, for swapping. So in other language, to swap values between two variables without using a third variable, we either have to use a arithmetic operations or some bitwise XOR operation. But in Python it is much simpler, and as you can see, just one line of code is sufficient to swap two variables, values of two variables. Okay, so I will just run this code. Okay, I will just run this code for a while. Okay, and then I will check what is the out. So here you can see that first it is a equal to b, a equal to 7, b equal to 12, and after swapping it is a equal to 12 and b equal to 7. So this is called Pythonic way of swapping, where you don't need any third variable to swap, and unlike other programming language, you don't need to use any arithmetic operations or XOR operation for doing the same, right? So the same thing can be here. I can declare to string and do the same thing, right? So you can check that, and I can do the same thing. So here I am declaring a and b as two string, Shumon and Shamui. Okay, so my name. So I'm just doing the. So here also you can see that the same thing is applicable for, so you can see the result that A equal to Shumon, B equal to Shamu, and after swapping it is A equal to Shamu and B equal to Shumon. Okay, so same tricks can be, so for every data types you can use this swapping method, and this is called Pythonic way of swapping. So whenever you need you have to swap two variables, you should use this trick. Okay, so only one line of code is sufficient. You don't need to invoke any third variable if you use Python. Okay, so this is the first thing that I would like to discuss. Okay, next I'm going to the next topics. So here the next program that I want to discuss is the tricks on list. Suppose I am declaring two lists. Okay, then I will have to find what are the unique elements in each list, and find the elements that can exist in either of the two lists. That means their intersection. Okay. This is the union of the. So this is basically my union, right? And find the elements that do not exist in both of the list, and that is their symmetric difference. Okay. Right? And also there can be one point, that intersection. So find the elements so I have to just add this thing. So find the elements that exist in both of the list, and that will be my intersection, I guess, right? Fine. So I have to do, so I'm going to declare two lists, and I will find out what are the unique elements present in the two lists individually, and then I will find out what are the intersection, that is the common elements between these two lists, and what are the uncommon elements, means that they are symmetric difference. Okay, and also the union. Okay. So here I have declared two lists. You can see that num list 1 and num list 2. Okay. So here you can see that in the num list 1, 2 presents 2 times, right? So first what are the unique elements in list 1? For that I have to convert this list into a set. Okay. So here the set theory comes into picture. Okay. So here also we will use set. So first I have to, from the list, I would convert it to a set. So print set num list 1, and for the same thing, for to print the unique elements in list 2, I have to use the same concept, that I have to convert the list into a set. Okay, and then what is going to, so for common elements I have to find the set intersection this property. Okay, so this intersection property, so set num list 1 dot intersection num list 2. Okay, and for the difference, their symmetric difference, means what are their uncommon elements between them, I have to use this symmetric difference function. Okay, and for union I have to use this union function. But every time you have to use the I guess every time you have to use the on the set, not on the list. Okay, and then you have to convert it to the list. Okay, so that is the thing. So I'm just going to run it. Okay, I am going to run it. Yes. So here you can check that unique elements in, so first let me just zoom it. So unique elements in list 1 is 1, 2, 6, 9, 7. Unique elements is list 2 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 11. Common elements is 1, 2, 9, right? And differences, the symmetric difference is 3, 4, 6, 7, 11. So these elements are not present in both the elements. It's present either of this list. Okay, so this is it. And union is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 11. So all the unique elements are union basically, right? So this is the Pythonic way of doing this. So these things you can also do using by list comprehension, or using some method called that is using loops. You can do that thing, right? You can iterate over the list and then you can find this out. But these are the Pythonic way of doing that you should use, that intersection property, symmetric difference, or union over the set. So first you have to convert the list into a set, and then you should use this kind of I guess this kind of, you first convert it to set, and then you should use this kind of function, this intersection, symmetric difference, or union, to find out the common elements, uncommon elements, and union. Okay, so this is the thing that I would like to, it is the first video on this Python tips and tricks lecture series. So with this I'm going to end this video, because I don't want to discuss so many things in one video. So I will keep adding more things, more tricks to the in this series of videos. And if you have any suggestion, or if you like anything, any code snippet, particular code snippet like that, which is your favorite, or something that have made your coding life easier, please drop them in the comment section below, and we can all benefit from them, right? So with this I would like to end. So happy learning, and see you in the next video. Okay, so